Welcome to another TV episode of Three and a Half Gentlemen, the podcast, where three of the four hosts provide a refined and intellectual analysis of movies and TV shows from our private collections, while one of us tries desperately to keep up. I'll let you know which host is which, but for now, my name is Sean, and with me, as always, are my fellow outcasts, Jeremiah.
I have phobia, the fear of being included, yo. What's up?
Eddie.
Happy birthday thing.
And Brandon.
It's like a vegetarian writing a book on cannibalism. Love that line. Love it.
I like to be your first victim. What was it? The finger trap that she gave? A present to the finger trap?
I had a couple this time. I'd rather attract leprosy. That casket is closed. I mean, this was a great episode for quotes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, throughout season 6, we've been talking about different TV shows, including our current show, Wednesday, season 2, episode 2 on Netflix.
As with every review, we give our goals to answer one simple question. How many drinks does it take to get through the film, or in this case, the show that we just watched? At the end of this podcast, we'll rate each episode based on a scale of 0 to 5, with 0 being a perfect episode that you could watch stone cold sober, and 5 being sort of the episode that makes you feel like you're being puked on by a rotting corpse who's been brought back to life. My mouth was open right there when that happened, by the way. It was gross.
It was, and you know, the smile on his face was so funny. It was so funny.
Pugsley or the zombie?
Like,
oh, yeah.
No, Pugsley was just like smiling, and the guy puked out. He was
Yeah, everything about Pugsley is like fucking gross, dude. I'm like, God damn, dude, come on.
All right, Brandon, what do we got?
All right, so Wednesday follows the eponymous Addams Family daughter and her time at Nevermore Academy for outcasts while navigating the perils of smiles, color, and joy. Episode 2 of season 2 sees Wednesday and her friends, Enid and Thing, come face-to-face with her stalker in a crazy cat-and-mouse game. Additionally, another murder by the murder of crows sets Wednesday on the path to solving the crime before more people die. As of this recording, this episode has received a score of 8.1 on IMDb and an average critic score of 83% with the audience, and an audience score of 86% on Rotten Tomatoes for the season.
All right, so a couple things. I think once again we start off with kind of a big bang, and then I think the show, once again, like I said last episode, is finding its feet because you have action horror mixed with poignant protection, and I think that this episode is a beautiful lesson in a mother's love of her child, even in the crazy world of Wednesday. Mm-hmm. But I will start by saying, were you shocked at the death of the old chief of police? Was that something that just kind of like came out of left field for you, or was everyone expecting that?
No, it did shock me. I thought I we'll see how they're going to spin it, but I was thinking like, I don't know. I was thinking it's too early. I have no idea what the crows are. So I barely got to see in the first episode a little bit with the crows. And then this, Wednesday's venturing through Nevermore woods over here. And then she crawls up in the house and, the house of Tyler. And then this guy's on the couch looking like he's just drunk. And then he has crows coming out of his mouth. I was like, what the fuck? What did I miss? What the fuck?
It's dirty.
For me, I did see it coming because they need to have not just one murder. It's got to be a string of murders that's going to get her to investigate what's going on. And he just kind of seems to be the right person to fit that. I don't think we're going to get a murder every single episode, but I do think that we need to have more than one. Now, on a personal level, I really liked how they shot and brought the death of the Tyler's dad and ex-sheriff with the bird coming out of his mouth. Number one, it's completely unrealistic, but it's such a great callback, I think, to Arachnophobia, where you have the scene where the spider just crawls out of his mouth. To me, that was just a great little callback, and I loved it.
All of us are still afraid of spiders.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Movie. And from that scene, right? But no, I thought that what they did,
I'm
and how
so scared of the birds from birds.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No. And Eddie, just to answer, you're wondering what the crows are. I feel like this is a crossover between Wednesday and Game of Thrones because it's just Bran seeing with a three-eye raven.
I love the fact that the people from the first season are getting fucked up, and there's nobody that's going to be safe here, So I like to actually put that right there on the table. Like, all right, you know what? No one's going to be safe here on this season. So I thought that was pretty cool.
What's its boyfriend?
Ajax.
Ajax. Oh man,
I hope nothing happens to him.
I'm so sorry about Ajax, man.
He's kind of a weird character.
What's wrong with Ajax?
Well, he turned the two of them into stone. I mean, That's one hell of a prank.
Well, that was prank day.
One hell of a prank.
That's what you do
Is
on
it
prank day.
like forever?
I mean, in the first episode, we got Wednesday nailing the coffin shut on her brother to bury him under the ground. Yeah. So I don't think there's a prank that they can go anywhere further. But I also think that you got some insight here to the plot, the overall plot, which is clearly this character of Ophelia and this idea that she shares this power perhaps with Wednesday with the bleeding eyes or the black eyes. And there's this fight at the beginning between her and Morticia, to Wednesday and Morticia. And you kind of get this idea that Morticia is not telling her the whole story. She's hiding things from her. She's protecting her. Mm-hmm. And this is a different kind of thought from Morticia. The show kind of flips it on its head because Morticia, while she loves the macabre, while she's embracing the macabre, it doesn't quite extend to putting her daughter at the same risk that perhaps her sister went through. And I think that's kind of what we're feeling.
You see a different side in her. She's worried about her daughter. You see something like, this is not kind of like, the darkness will actually just take care of us. It's like she actually is worried about Wednesday here, Mm-hmm. Fun fact, I actually like the fact that Wednesday got arrested and her father bails her out. But her father's also her fucking lawyer. I laughed my ass off when he said that. I'm also her lawyer. I thought that was really good, actually. I
love that he always has the martini. Yes. I don't know if you he always has this martini.
Yeah.
I want to go back though and talk about Morticia just real quick, because my question is she worried for Wednesday because she's worried about what the normies will do to her as an outcast, or is she worried about what the darkness will do? How far down the darkness path? So which is the version that she's scared of?
I think she's worried about what's going to happen to Wednesday is what happened to her sister.
So the darkness.
And I think that's what fucking scares her to death.
She makes a comment that you can't let your psyche go unleashed. And that was directly a quote from episode 2. And I think that is something that she's afraid of. She's afraid of this concept of Wednesday getting ahead of herself and allowing a power that she developed over the summer to encapsulate her whole life.
Well, she said that the black tears are like an exhaustion, right? So she has pushed herself to capacity, which we see in episode 2 is that she's lost her power. Or at least she thinks that she's lost her power, right? And I think that that's an interesting aspect because now Wednesday has to revert back to the Wednesday that she was in season 1, right?
I think she's abusing her powers.
Right.
I don't think abusing is the right word. I think maybe she's using them.
Maybe using it as a crutch. Yeah. She's relying on the powers too much. Right. Now she has to go back to her skills and her deduction and her, what made her
detective skills.
Her detective in season 1. And I think that that's an interesting aspect when she's able to then harness her powers, which we know is going to come at some point in the season.
And I also love that scene where she's coming back in the car with Lurch and with Gomez, and she asks specifically about Ophelia. Tell me about Ophelia, and Gomez says that's not my story to tell, because now we're putting all the emphasis on mother-daughter. Mm-hmm. Which Gomez is out of the picture. He's going to handle Pugsley. Morticia and Wednesday have to work this out, and I think that makes for compelling storytelling. I don't care what you think about the Addams Family future past.
Yeah.
This is compelling storytelling. When you have a character hiding a secret and then you have another character who's struggling under that secret, that's great story.
But it's not just mother-daughter between Morticia and Wednesday. We're also getting mother-daughter on the second level between Morticia and Grandma, Grandma, whoever Grandma's going to be,
presumably,
right? Because so let's go to that, right? And it basically, Steve Buscemi's character wants Bianca the Siren to influence and speak into Morticia getting a donation from her mom, right? And so we see that there's tension going on here. That this is a season and maybe even an entire show that's built off of the predicate of the mother-daughter relationship. We have so many, I think, shows that are about father-son. It's interesting to see the mother-daughter and to also see it through that skewed macabre vibe, right? Or lens. So I think that we're going to get that on 2 different levels, right? The mother-daughter between Wednesday Morticia and her mom.
Are we guys kind of a little let down that Morticia got, she was able to get Siren in a way? I thought that she would be like more powerful or something, like she would not be affected by it.
Yeah, kind of.
Did you guys feel that way?
So I think she hasn't had the need to even worry about that, though. That's the other thing is it's like she probably knows, but no one having balls enough to come at her So she
Does she have
probably
a power?
really had her guard down.
Do we know?
I think it's like
Well,
Wednesdays.
I don't know if she does or
No.
not. I just thought she seems like she is well put, and I thought that she would be kind of like 2 steps ahead of it or something like that.
Like
I don't
Steve
know.
Buscemi.
Yeah, Buscemi
with
with
the
his-
freaking little.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch.
Yeah.
We're sort of changing canon here with this show, right?
Mhm.
So it's clear that Pugsley and Uncle Fester have the electrical power. And it's clear that Ophelia and Wednesday had the foresight, the psychic power.
hmm
We know nothing really about Morticia. We know nothing about
Very
Gomez
true.
other than what we've seen. So we don't know their extent of their power. I'm not quite sure that Morticia was taken in by the siren or was just influenced slightly.
Or
Because
just
Or
later in this
playing
episode,
along?
she said,
Yeah.
well, she says, I have half a mind to call my mother. And I'm like, well, you got siren to call your mother and you haven't done it yet. So I'm not quite sure.
Wednesday, not this episode, but Wednesday in general, it really does have a sense of borrowing. I'm not going to say plagiarizing, but borrowing from other places. The first and most prominent, I think, is Wicked, which preceded Wednesday by a lot, right? Is that we've got the whole dual roommates who are, very, very opposite, and they forge a friendship. The other one this one bothered me was Christopher Lloyd's character, who comes in as this disembodied head on a robotic body. It reminded me so much
He's a teacher, professor.
of Hotel Transylvania 3 with Van Helsing's character. If you've ever seen that, it is literally the exact same thing.
Okay, so I have not seen.
God, it bothered me.
I have not seen that, but I'm going to tell you
bothered
right
me.
now. I was looking for Christopher Lloyd. This character rolls in with the head in the water, and I'm like, is that fucking Christopher Lloyd? And
Oh,
he's got
God.
this grumpy ass look on his face,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
like a prosthetic head. It's not even his real head. And so he's playing a voice of a character that's part CGI, part animatronic.
That's him.
I'm sorry, it's brilliant. He's
Oh.
brilliant.
Well, he's
It's
brilliant, but at the same
funniest
time-
fucking thing. Last year, someone
Look-
put
look,
eels in
Van
my
Helsing-
jaw, and there's
Sean,
eels
right now,
in
you're
there.
on a computer. Look up Van Helsing, Hotel Transylvania 3, and tell me
Oh,
that is
fuck.
not a carbon copy. And it rubs me a little bit
Okay.
the wrong way. I'm just saying.
Well,
Brandon, I mean, there's just so many there's so many characters
I
like that
know.
throughout
I know.
cinema. I mean, if you watch Twin Peaks, there's a person who's a teapot. I mean, I swear to God to you, it's the FBI agent that somehow got transcended into a teapot or something like that,
David
and he
Lynch.
lives his life as a teapot. It's the craziest thing. In the Umbrella Academy, there was a I don't know, some type of agent that was a fish or something like that, had a fish head or something in
yeah.
a glass ball. You know what I'm saying? So there's like, it's just it's
I know.
it's so funny
It is.
that you see Christopher Lloyd. Just seeing his head alone, it makes it less of a one drink episode for me.
Yeah.
I think it's so fucking funny, dude.
So I was worried about Christopher Lloyd. I was thinking, as soon as I saw him on just his head, I was like, oh, they're wasting him right now. Instantly, I was like, they're wasting everything about him. But then it's hard not to laugh. Christopher Lloyd still, he finds a way to still make you laugh.
when
even if you
Pugsley's
think he
zapping him too, and he's like rolling around and trying to figure out who zapped him.
Yeah.
I have to
funny.
say, I know it's silly and stupid and funny, but he's funny.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
No matter what. I mean, what would have been more funny? Him as a caretaker, his old
Oh,
professor,
I know.
or him as head in a jar? I mean, but you have to just okay. And I hate to say this about a show like this, but you have to give this show time to cook. You have to allow these characters to kind of grow on you, because there's lines that he delivers. If you really pay attention, they're fucking hysterical.
Oh, right. I'm just
It-
saying
he's
it's the
just
design.
so,
it's the
like,
design.
underrated.
So I
the
would
design
want,
isn't
I would
original.
want a little bit more history. I would want, because it looks like he's been there for a while at the school. So I would want a little bit more history with him knowing maybe Wednesday's parents. I'm hoping that maybe there's something connected there, or maybe even knowing Thien and thinking like, hey, I used him as my hand for a whole year.
Yeah.
Or
Something-
maybe Thing is his hand.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? I like to hope that maybe later on the season that we get an answer like, oh, how did he lose his head? Where's his body at, or something like that? You know, it's just some stupid shit that you get them to put together or something.
I think it was fantastic. I give him a 10. Christopher Lloyd, keep doing it because it's a 10.
Oh yeah, I got a question to ask you. Do you guys like the zombie storyline in this series?
We'll
Because
see.
Oh,
I feel like it's trying to find its place, and I don't know if it's going to
yeah.
expand more during the season. But I'm just like, it's a little too much for me right there. That's the one thing I'm just like, fuck. I'm waiting for it to like to pan out, later on the season, hopefully. But what do you guys think about that?
I'm hoping that it gets better.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it does something wonderful. But right now, it's not funny.
I feel like they're trying to give
good.
Pugsley some type of because I don't feel like they have a story for him, so they were trying to give him some type of path. This is his story, and he has to control this. But overall, I agree. It's almost a pain to when it switches over. It's like I don't really care about this part. Yeah. But they're trying to find something for Pugsley to do. It feels like and include.
I will say this: I do believe that this storyline is going to intersect with the Ophelia storyline. So just I think let it cook a little bit because I do think that this character has something to do with her disappearance.
Like Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's what I thought. I thought of Billy with Hocus Pocus. Now, what I do, Sean,
who's Ophelia?
Again, the aunt that we don't know about.
That's Morticia's sister.
Oh, yes.
And the same person that has the black going down.
So, Sean, I'm going to just go ahead and jump on your bandwagon real quick because there was such care and detail put into the claymation and the stop motion for that scene or for that backstory in episode 1. You don't do that, even with Tim Burton. You don't allow him to put that kind of time and effort because that scene took a long time to create. I guarantee because he did it old school. He's not doing it with computers. Mm-hmm. You don't put that effort in if it's not going to have some real impact. That said, I'm on board with you guys. Remember how I said off camera, off mic, that season or episode 2 is not going to get the same score as episode 1 for me? One main reason is that I just can't stand where they're going with Pugsley and where they're going with the zombie. And maybe it's going to come full circle. And I will give it time to cook, Sean. But what I've got right now is it's just too pointless.
So with Pugsley, I wish they would have brought him in almost like
society?
A bully group, like a jock, or like a group that maybe like 2 other bullies, and they're like purposely starting up shit. He's by himself, and it seems like it's like, hey, bring him in, and he's going down the wrong path of like the cool kid. And I feel like they needed to bring a different story with him.
Yeah, but that beats the whole purpose of them going to that particular school because they're not supposed to be bullied. They're the outcasts,
He's the outcast of the outcast, but like there's some cool outcasts.
He's got a cool friend now.
I'm just gonna say this one thing. I am the king of rewriting the story.
Yes, you are.
That's what I love to do that. I am not going to do that until I know what happens with this storyline.
Yep.
Because I believe that Pugsley is finding his own way, and I really love the character, and I think he's delightful.
Okay.
And so for me, I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. The zombie thing is stupid right now.
Who's the zombie?
Let's see what happens.
Who's the zombie?
So it's the guy with the mechanical heart that was told about in the story,
right?
In episode 1.
Okay, so does he have a name, or is it just a student?
It's
Doctor,
it's
teacher.
Slurp. It's
I think it might have been either
Slurp
it was
is
either a student or a
Pugsley
teacher.
called him.
Yeah.
It's Doctor or something.
Once again, I would bet you dollars to donuts that this is going to come back into
absolutely.
the Ophelia storyline somehow, and it's going to connect, and we're going to go, okay, I forgive the zombie storyline because the redemption of the character is associated with it. And I'm not going to spoil it, but there is some positive movement on that storyline.
Okay, coming back to me then, because Sean, I want to just I just want to mention this that we didn't talk about it with episode 1, but I think that it has importance, and that's when Steve Buscemi's up there and he's giving a speech, and he has disbanded all secret societies. I think that there's something to that is going to be important. And so I only mention that now because I think, Eddie, you were kind of saying give him a friend group or a bully group or whatever. I think that having him join a secret society or something along that vein would be a better choice than what they've got him going so far. Right. But I think, let's transition. We've got the Tyler visit. I think that's a really important visit that we need to kind of
that's a really big moment.
Get into that. Yeah.
Dude. That fool got fucking like Brad Pitt Fight Club ripped out and everything like that.
You're standing in a room all by yourself. He's got basically like
that fool got buff, yo. That guy was like, yo, I'm gonna be on screen. I gotta work out.
Yeah, they put, hey, season 2, we need to get paid. We're gonna pay you money. Can you do it?
Fuck okay. Yeah. That was awesome, dude.
Did anyone else get like a Hannibal Lecter
Yes.
feel? Like it was just like, I mean, it just felt, I don't know, it felt creepy.
100%. And then the guy in the back was shocking him as soon as he got a little bit close. Like it was Ellie, my daughter, she loves season 1, and we were like, "Ooh, should we wait and watch season 2 with her?" And we got into the first 2 minutes of of episode 1, and we're like, "Ooh, no, good thing that we're not letting her watch this season." And then we just kept going into episode 2, and we get that scene with him being shocked and him coming up close, and it was so Hannibal Lecter. And one thing that I really give this show props for is that they. It's the difference between not knowing what kind of show it wants to be and towing the line between a lot of different genres. And they go full horror when they want to go full horror. I thought the opening with Haley Joel Osment, that's a scary, freaky, creepy scene. The scene with Tyler is a scary, freaky, creepy scene. So when they decide to go the horror route, I mean, I give it nothing but props to doing it well. And that definitely is what we see in the scene.
And even the special effects look really good when he was about to like rage out or hide out or something like that. I'm like, okay, so you got to put a little more money into that and everything. But I love the fact that Ortega, she doesn't flinch. She doesn't get scared. And she never gets afraid by anything, dude.
Yeah, she makes that little comment, apparently I'm swimming in your mind or something like that.
Yeah, she's badass.
With the introduction of the Tyler scene, which I thought was very good, we also kind of got introduced to Thania Newton's character, which is like the owner or the runner of Willow Hill. And I think that
that other girl too.
Yeah, the other girl too, which I can't remember her name, but she was in Princess Diaries.
Yes.
She was the best friend of Princess
Heather,
Diaries.
The very happy one.
It's so funny because I recognized her and I'm like, oh my gosh, Princess Diaries. Her character is very interesting, but I think Thania Newton's character is even better.
Oh, she's fantastic.
And I think that the last time I saw her was on Westworld, and she was wonderful on Westworld. So to bring her into something like this, I'm so excited because she's such a fabulous actor. And I don't know. There's something about her character I don't trust. I don't trust any. First of all, I don't trust anyone. But her particularly, I don't trust.
I don't trust her, and I don't trust the new music teacher, Billy Piper. I don't trust her
or
as
the
well,
principal.
Dude. She seems shady as shit.
Or
the principal.
Or the new cop.
Yeah.
Or Morticia.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell do we trust?
I think there's a music group that's controlling this, and it has to do with the music director. And I feel like there's a group of them controlling this Nevermore Crows or Ravens.
It feels like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of feel where the parents did something bad and it's coming back to
Jeremiah's figured it out.
I don't know about
Jeremy. What's got?
Have you seen part 3, Nightmares on Elm Street?
No, but I know that the parents killed Freddy, and then that's why Freddy came back to kill the kids.
I'm going to tell you this. Part 3 takes place in a
psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, it takes place in a hospital, just like that. You just might just hit the nail on the head right there. Fuck. Holy crap, Sean.
Well, we'll see.
I get the feeling, though, that there's something going on with, like, this facility, obviously, but also everyone has secrets.
Yeah.
And even if you look back at season 1, Gomez had secrets. And so I just think that that's a natural play, is that the sins of the parents are coming back to haunt the sins of the children. And I think that's an interesting little concept.
So, this season was set up with the very last shot, right, of season 1, which is that she's got a stalker, that she's got these texts coming in. And then we get into episode 1 and we see that there's, the murders from the murders of Crow. But we get one of the answers of the 2 questions that we've had with episode 2, right? Which is, who is the stalker? What's going on, right? We Wednesday and Thing and Enid, they get kind of thrown into this Saw type game where she, Enid and her new love interest, Wolfman,
Bruno. I don't talk about Bruno.
I don't like Bruno.
Right, they're being held. We don't talk about him. We don't talk about
Bruno.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Don't talk about Bruno.
I like Ajax better.
Because I will say, one of the things that I thought was brilliant about this stalker is the letter she got. Obviously we've got kind of a Saw cat and mouse game where they've captured Enid and her bow, but she's got to use the organ to create that, like, to do
that was
the
cool.
notes on
badass.
the organ. I thought it was so beautiful. And I love a national treasure feeling like let's
Jeremiah, isn't this the reason why we're going to be bringing them Saw this Halloween?
The top 10 movies. Yep. You mentioned one of them, Arachnophobia. That movie still scares me to this day.
That's going to be on my list.
I don't think Bruno's good.
Well, the thing is, what we didn't want is happening in this season is going to be that love triangle. So now it's not going to happen Wednesday. It's going to happen to Sinclair, and she's going to have these two people gunning for her love and shit. Which I'm like, God, remove that shit. Just focus on the friendship between Ortega and Myers.
We need love.
Well, so that was to say. So that is her kryptonite. This is Jenna. This is Wednesday's kryptonite. Is her roommate that she doesn't realize I really care about my roommate. And that is the kryptonite to Wednesday, which almost kills Wednesday. But then Wednesday has to save the day.
Totally. But Brandon hit the nail on the head in saying that this show, when it wants to go horror, it goes horror. Because there's a scene in this show. The hallway scene with the mask, with the girl with the mask,
scary.
And not only is it terrifying, but it's hilarious because if you watch that show, see it again. I don't know if you saw it, but the thing, you see the girl in the mask behind her. She turns around and he creeps under Wednesday's dress and hides by her foot. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" You're a disembodied hand, motherfucker. You're fine.
That was an awesome scene, dude. That was one of those those are the type of scenes that scare you the shit. I mean, they scare the shit out of you, man. Seriously. I'll tell you this much. Did anyone kind of pick it up did you guys think throughout the episode of the Stalker, I bet you this person is invisible? I mean, why not? It's fucking special power.
It didn't occur to me at all.
Nope, not a bit.
And when you finally get that reveal, I'm just like, oh, fuck, I should have seen that coming. How did I not see that coming? And then, you get the character who's a stalker.
You've seen her
which
6
is
times.
Colin Creevy.
Yeah, I called her out. I was like, dude, that girl's probably something up, dude. She's something.
I'm like, in every scene. How do we not know? And this is a testament.
She's going to be a fucking killer or something.
Because of that scene, though, because of the invisible, it opens up doors of thinking okay, I'm not opening up my doors enough with these different abilities that could be at this school. Right, so I didn't even think about invisible.
It's like from season 1, when Gwendolyn Christie changed when she was a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And it was how do we not know that's a possibility?
Anything's on the table
because they're hiding
for
everything
school.
from you.
I have a question for you guys. I have a question for you guys, and this is kind of what I wanted to talk about with them focusing on the Stalker story for episode 2. Do you think that they gave the reveal of the Stalker too early in the season? Because I do.
It's too early to tell.
I think they split it. They split it at the right time. So they made you realize, oh shit, that the Stalker is not the same as the pros killing things, right? That's a different.
That's what I thought too. I was like, okay, so I don't have to worry about this person anymore. Okay, so what the fuck is happening over here? So that's my focus on.
See.
So I'm gonna disagree with Jeremiah. I still think that there is something to worry about with this woman. I think she could be a child of a parent. I think she could. There's stuff. This show
she's just a fan.
Doesn't let things go.
Don't you think she's just a fan?
Oh yes, I know you do.
Oh, he's seen episodes 3 and 4.
No.
Eddie, God,
I'm gonna tell you right now. There is no evidence. No, I'm just telling you that I think that there's something else going on with her than just being super fan. And the reason that I think that is because the storyline is too good and there's too much complexity for her to be a 2-episode off.
Right.
Okay, so you're saying that there might be 2 of them. That she might
she's
be
gonna have a bigger
with someone. There's always 2 of them.
She's going to have an ulterior motive or be part of a bigger scheme.
I could see her being towards the end, but I was hoping that she's not.
Or what
that would be cool to see. Hey, Wednesday has a few fans here, and they're creepy as fuck.
There's option 3. Option 3 is that she becomes but she becomes part of the team, and they're going to use her abilities later on. Right?
That'll be cool.
Which that would be the only thing that would save showing this early.
Let me just put it this way.
I like that.
I think she's a good character. I think she's creepy as fuck. I think that they may have revealed her too soon, but we've only got 8 episodes here. Let's not pretend that we have 12. No, I'm saying of the season, we only have What is it, Jeremiah? 8 or 10?
It's 10.
We only got 8 episodes, man. We got 4
You
right
only
now,
got 8
and we got
episodes?
4 coming up in September.
Oh god, that sucks.
I mean,
Which, by the way, Netflix, fuck your campaign.
No,
Whoever's
it's
doing
8.
your marketing, you suck ass, dude. Seriously. Why would you release it in August? This is not
I'll
an
tell you
August series.
I'll tell you why. Their numbers fucking suck. They're losing. They're losing people every
Jeremy?
day, and they're trying to get people to sign up and keep the subscription through September, as opposed to
They're waiting for Stranger
what a lot of people
Things.
do. Yeah, they're really putting a lot of effort on
This part 1 and part 2 fucking sucks, dude.
God, Netflix is drowning right now, and they need Stranger Things.
Netflix.
But Wednesday is fantastic.
It's become the new Hallmark.
Wednesday is the replacement of Stranger Things, but that's why they didn't do enough
a balance.
episodes for Wednesday. They realized Wednesday could be replacing Stranger Things.
That's what I don't
they
understand.
Need to do 12 episodes and release 3 at a time.
Yeah, like you have 8 episodes. You have 8 episodes, right? Are these hour and a half episodes? So then you can do your part 1 and part 2. There's no fucking reason to do that, dude.
I'm going to say
Fuck you guys.
no, Netflix.
Not you guys,
I'm gonna say
Netflix.
The only organization that's doing it right now is HBO. Because even if you don't like the show that's
This
coming
is
out
us.
next, no, I'm not saying the show's good. I'm saying that
sorry.
when one show ends, another show picks up,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you just go around the horn. And it's like,
They have
even if you
one
don't like the
tentpole
show,
per.
even if you don't like the show, at least there's something to watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, at least there's something.
Yeah, it's true.
Good point.
And The Gilded Age is the best show on television. Anyway,
I'm with you 100% on that. Yes. Absolutely. Fucking great.
all right. Is there anything else about season 2 that you want to go through?
Well, the way it ends, I thought it was a cop out. You know, this is where 2 people died in this episode. You have the school driver would get killed by the zombie.
Yeah, the driving.
Oh, that's right.
the driving.
Yes.
It was like a throw in, like, hey, there's this zombie now that I know we talked about it earlier, but it's like I feel like there's gonna be episodes. These episodes are gonna have more than one person dying in every episode.
That's crazy. Just tells you that no one's safe.
Bring it on, Tim.
I'm gonna say episode 1 was 1, episode 2 was 2. I'm gonna say episode 3 people die just for the fuck of it.
It ended with also
Episode 8 people die.
Mm-hmm.
with the siren using her power against Morticia Addams. So I think that this is an interesting episode in that Brandon's going to put this in his score, I'm sure, because he already talked about it. But I think this episode was partial filler, but we made great strides in character development. And where other episodes are boring to get from one place to the other, this one actually, I felt
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Engaged the whole time.
So I got character development with Thing. Like the Thing, he rocked in this episode. All of a sudden, like I was able to read his little movements. I was like, oh, this is what he's saying. Like he's saying this.
I like how he got celebrated with his birthday.
Speaks full thing.
It's so cute.
And he was drunk on his birthday. He was doing shots.
all these
It's like, I don't even know
bottles.
how you're drinking that. How are you drinking
I love
that?
she's like, I'm not even going to ask.
I'm not going to even ask. And that, listeners, that brings us to the end of review. Now it's time of the podcast where each of the hosts provides their score. Thing, happy birthday again. Please provide.
0, the perfect episode. You don't need shit to enjoy it. 1, a feel-good first cocktail. 2, a happy buzz. 3, you're going to Uber lifting home. 4, rough morning walk of shame. 5, blackout shit-faced spring break drunk. I don't know why I keep reading this. I probably know this like back of my hand. But I still
6
have
years
it.
of doing it.
Yeah, but still,
You're like,
Brandon switches it up every now and then.
what the hell is that thing? What all right. Are we ready or we need some more
Not
time?
yet. Not yet.
I'm good.
I'm going to my calculator and adding my numbers.
Wait. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, tilt it, Sean. Tilt it. Tilt
I
the
can't
page.
see your numbers, Sean.
Sean, why don't you go first and tell us what you scored?
Sorry about that. So I thought this was as good as the first episode, especially I watched it once or maybe I may have watched it once or twice because I fell asleep. And I realized that I watched pretty much the whole thing. I thought the character development was fabulous. I thought the intrigue of the show really grew. I wanted to know who was blackmailing Wednesday. I loved the Saw aspect, the your friends are in peril and you have to find a way through it. I thought the relationship between Mama and Wednesday was fantastic. And you're building up this character of Grandmama, who I think is going to be one of those like knockdown, drag out characters that you want the whole season. Like, and especially if they use like I think they use an actress named Joanna Lumley, and I was thinking that
can we use the original?
I would have used Carol Kane or Lily Tomlin or literally there's so many great actresses that but I'm not familiar with Joanna Lumley, so maybe she'll be fantastic. I don't know. I think what this season did once again above the last season and what this episode did is it has a clear defined path. They know what they're doing. You feel it in the storyline. You feel that everything's working towards something. And there's nothing so encouraging as having that feeling in a show or in a series where the writers are in control. The writers are in control of this series, and it is pursuing perfectly. And I would say this episode, I'm going to give it a 1. It's a feel-good first cocktail. We're not entering into Lost category. We're not entering into the greatest television episodes of all time. But these are damn good episodes that are contributing to a damn good series. And of all the shows we've watched this year, from Last of Us season 2 and White Lotus, I don't have to speculate about whether it's going to get better. It's already good, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Jeremiah.
I'm with you, Sean. I think first episode is a way better episode, right? But I had more fun watching this episode than I did the first episode. So balance that. I don't know what. I'm having a good time watching this series. And I'm kind of actually shocked that I'm actually really going into the series because I thought this was going to have like that sophomore slump type of thing. No, it's hitting its stride. All the characters, everyone is just on their A game. I'm loving every scene that we got here. There's some few storylines that I'm just waiting for, like, to pick up or have more of an understanding. The zombie thing, I don't know what's going on with it. However, we'll see how it goes. I feel like I'm in safe hands knowing that everything's going to be in its right place. This is the first time I feel safe in this series, and I've watched this whole year, so I'm having a good time with that, listeners. So this is a feel-good first cocktail with a half a shot to 1.25. It's just a little less than the first episode that I watch here. But like Sean, I'm having a fucking grand old time with this series. Eddie, what is it? Go for it.
Thank you, my brother. So this episode didn't miss much, but for me personally, I get a lot of the vibe of Harry Potter, I'm wanting to know more of the school. It's weird. Like I want to know more of like the classes. I want to enroll in the school. So I feel like they jumped so quickly from episode 1, and then okay, I got Christopher Lloyd, but I want to know more. What is he teaching? Like I don't know. I want to know more details of this school and like the classrooms. I feel like they did that. The dark arts. I was like, they're very they're having the guidelines of like Harry Potter movies. I want to know a little bit about the school. Is there a PE? It would have been cool to see random shit a little bit, right? So I feel like they're jumping so quickly.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
PE.
Is there PE?
Right? Think about it. So they're jumping so quickly to it's all Wednesday. Jenna Ortega is killing it, but I don't like the zombie so far effect. Last episode to this episode, I feel like it dropped just a little bit, but nothing crazy. For me, though, I was expecting more for episode 2. This is still a great episode. I graded it a little harder than everyone else, but I'm going to give it a 2, a happy buzz. You're beginning the school year. Let's see some classes, but I'm giving it a happy buzz.
Page 394.
Yeah. Jeremiah, I want to see PE class.
You want to see if they have electives and shit?
Yeah.
Well,
where's chemistry class?
Skipped over me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeremiah.
Yeah. So, it's Brandon. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Ed, I do appreciate what you said because I agree. I want to know more about the lore of Nevermore. No pun.
No, look at you, Ryan.
And that's because they have created such an interesting world there. That I want to see what's going on with Nevermore, but I also want to see what's going on with the surrounding town because we got a little bit of that in season 1. But obviously we're living in a world. Yeah, we're living in a world where we have normies and we have outcasts, and they all know that they kind of exist. So I kind of want to explore that besides just the internal struggle that we have with these characters. Now that said, I thought episode 2 was good. But there was, for me, a sharp drop-off from episode 1. I personally think it's because we didn't have Tim Burton behind the camera.
Yeah,
I think that him not directing it is clear as day. And that's coming from a person who thinks that Tim Burton basically walks in water. So I get that I'm biased. I think that this season, they know where they're going with it, but at the same time, it's really hard to have a second episode because they're still setting things up. But to me, not enough was set up in a right direction, right? We figure out who the stalker is, but so what, right? I want that so what to be answered. So I'm waiting for that to happen. I know I scored episode 1 really high, really well. And this is a sharp drop off for me. I don't think it's a bad episode. I just don't think it's a great episode. So I'm kind of sitting there kind of more with Eddie. I'm giving this a 1.8666. So that is what I'm giving it. And I'm looking forward to the next couple of episodes and then the break and 4 more. So let's get going on this thing.
All right, when you take those 4 scores and divide by 4, what does the second episode of Wednesday, season 2, get an average rating of there, Eddie?
So I realize now that the later it gets, the sloppier Sean gets. He gets tired. He's fucking tired.
I am exhausted. It is fucking midnight.
It gives us a 1.52915. This is going to be hard to put in that Excel document, Jeremiah.
Say that one more time.
A 1.52915.
God, that's so stupid.
1.52915.
Jeremy, I only do it because I love you.
So stupid.
His sits just is throwing it off in Jeremiah's.
Keep knocking on the devil's door. Someone's going to answer, Brandon. Be careful.
This is the second best episode of season 2.
Yes, it is.
Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
I'm guessing because of his score, it's not going to equate to the same score.
No, it's not.
No, the season average. Do we have a season average yet?
But the season average is so much better than season 1. Season 2 is kicking butt. We're looking pretty good here, folks.
Well, if that's any indication, I think we're excited for episodes 3 and 4. And then I think we're really excited about the rest of the season coming out later this year. So if you enjoyed our podcast, you're a fan, please leave a 5-star review and subscribe wherever you're listening. On iTunes particularly, you can find us on any platform podcasts are available. You can find us on Instagram at the Gentleman Podcast. So that means a lot. And you can also see us on YouTube, where season 6 is all of our movie episodes, and Wednesday season 2 on YouTube. Please ring that bell and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Peace out. Cheers.
Cheers.